President Trump has taken a meat axe to health care, says U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer. He cites cuts to Medicaid, closures of rural hospitals and clinics, and Affordable Care Act tax credits that were enhanced during the pandemic. They are about to expire, with Republicans in Congress refusing to extend them. Schumer says that will cost families enrolled in an ACA plan thousands of dollars in higher insurance premiums. For the North Country, he puts the figure at about $3,000 a year.
I have put in legislation to prevent the health care crisis. It goes as part of the government, keeping the government open, and it would permanently extend these credits so we'd never be in this crisis again.
And according to one news publication, The Hill, many Republicans argue that tax credits hide the true cost of the Affordable Care Act and subsidize Americans who don't need the help.